h5 and then you go to h6.
Tuossa se on jäljessä aika
We're looking at the continuation.
But that was the point that Kevin pointed out, that you go to king h6 and then what's the idea? If you want to check on h7, that just puts the rook in the way.
That's right, yes.
Se ainakin siitä kun katsoo sitä arkeenista niin kello aikana siinä on se.
Rook g8, rook takes f6 check. Oh, it doesn't work.
Tämäkään ei ole tasolla.
Doesn't work.
Nyt tässä on jo tehty paljon samaa.
I don't know if there's any future for the queen.
No, we don't decide in top of
So it can't go to h6. Exactly. That's what I thought.
Okay.
So rook g8 is a good response to h5 actually. What about say g4 downs or any ideas?
It's a thought, yes, it's pretty obvious. Logical idea.
Rook g getting
Joo, tässä on 14.30 on toi kahden TFT kellonen. Kaunis PG näyttäisi oikealta.
Kolmas peli se on.
No.
Muussa jatkokin kolmas peli ei ole.
Se on 4 minuuttia jäljessä näistä muista.
Yeah, well, okay, I suppose rook g8
Siinä pelattu paljon peliä.
Yeah, but then you have your same check on d5, h5, and g4, so g4. And is really in trouble.
No.
So, when you're the plan was to play king to g7, in which case the queen would be on.
True. Okay, let's see. G4 looks like an interesting idea here. That's true.
g4 with g8.
You want to play these pawns for it?
Black to move.
White one, G4. After G4. Push your pawns.
And queen d4 would, in the 2 ways, threatening g5, and that looks pretty serious.
Yeah. G4 looks like.
No, actually, yeah, that looks pretty serious. You wouldn't be able to take on g4 because it's being worked on. Piece that way. I don't see any tricks based on the check. So, yeah, that would be very strong. So the king couldn't go to g7, so they could go instead.
Oh, I must go F8, I suppose.
F8 would still leave the knight pin, you'd still be threatening to push the pawn to g8.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
True.
So
Okay.
it's probably got to be e8. But that's, then I think it takes that. So it takes pawn check. Clever.
Save the.
You see that?
To save the rook, yeah. To save the rook, yeah.
Keinosen peli on jäljessä.
Yeah.
Se on Game 3 teksti on tyhjä, niin kuin aikaisemmin on ollut, mutta Z-pompi pystyy seuraamaan sitä. Se on aika.
Games PG se on.
Over 5 plus.
Game 3. Game 3 teksti, se on tyhjä.
Rook to G8.
Yeah, it's missing the g8.
Se on vaan
I
seuraava.
suppose D5 is.
Mutta Z-pompi tosiaan seuraa.
Niin kun se näkee sitä se on huono.
Seriously wondering at what point can Black
Se on taas se kolmas.
give up the exchange?
No.
For an exchange of queens, and then
Yeah, well,
those pawns against the rook.
No, listen. Rook to G8, queen just to F5, and the idea is this we're just going to push that G pawn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Black has.
At some point you can give up the exchange
Of course.
to exchange the queens.
Once the pawn's gone far. Once the pawn's gone far.
So the pawn's far enough up the board, Black is dead.
But if Rook G8, I think just queen F5, and then you push a G pawn. Because a king is so exposed. It's always going to be pinned no matter where it goes, almost.
Well, do bear in mind that the rook would just step. Oh, no, no,
Check apply.
yeah.
So he played h5. Okay. I know.
We're thinking if Rook G8, yeah. If Rook G8 now, what we were talking about a second ago? You just come to F5 and then just push the G pawn. You're pinning the knight, you're just pushing the G pawn. It's just going to eventually.
Yeah, g8.
Muut pelit ajan.
Development.
Tuntuu olevan.
Rook G, Queen F5, release push G5. Simple plan. Bonds are rolling.
Of course,
Istupään ei sillä.
yeah, you want to put the pawn on h6 and then
No, you want to bring the G pawn along with it. 2 pawns going for it.
just the h pawn isn't enough to once it reaches h6, then you
Imagine if the G pawn gets to G5. If you play G4, you're thinking play G5 right away to pin the knight.
was faster just to proceed.
Ah, he's checked from D5. Okay.
Pakkois.
En mä tiedä, mä luulis Daami F5 olisi ollut yhteen, mutta ehkä tämäkin riittää, mutta en mä tiedä. Kukku on pakko mennä F8.
Muuten torni.
H6. Well, where does the king go?
Has to go F8, I suppose. G7 has no future. I mean, there's only 2 options, of course, but. I mean, E8, then you take the knight, and then you take the rook, I suppose. But. So I must go to F8. F-crossing makes me,
No, pakko, game is pakko. But then you push the h pawn. When you solve that.
yeah, I suppose.
I mean, king f8, h6, and what can black do?
I suppose, that's the idea. I think you could have went to F5 as well. I mean, mä katson nopeasti tuo kone, the computer evaluation of the position. Mä katson nopeasti vaan, mitä tuo kone tuossa pelissä sanoi tuossa asemasta. So if we go back a couple of moves, here's this position, H5, okay, H5 or G4, okay, H5, rook to G8, you know, F5 or D5, queen to F5 or D5, but D5 check, king to G7 is the only move that is.
It's not easy to find.
It's
King
very,
g7.
it's a king on top, joka ei käytännössä.
Really?
Siinä eikö se H6 voita tuo kukkukeeseen? Koska sä...
Torni pääsee vooliin.
Sitä ei voi voida tuon torni F6 ja daami G8.
Se erottaa, että daami... Sen takia, että sä uhkaa sitten H6 mun mielestä. Jos kukku on G7, daami F5 uhkaa.
Kuningas F8, niin tässä siihen sitten.
No eikö sä pääse verkin läpi tuon?
Kuningas E8, lyödään tornella F6.
Joo. F8. Ei se pidä paikassa. Ja sit sä kiität sitä ratsaa, sä uhkaat sen ratsaa, sit sä pysyy G-suulla tulemaan myös, jos se lähtee F8. Muissa, joo, no daami F5. Kiität tuota ratsaa, sit sä tuu G-suulla eteenpäin. G7 on ilmeisesti ainoa.
Kuningas F8, daami F5 vai?
No okei, sä löysit, no ehkä se oli se ainoa.
So king back to f5, threatening to go
Well, okay.
Siinä on se G4.
Okay, if we look at the first 4, they're all queen moves and they all turn out to be quite good for white.
Yeah,
And so, I suppose it just means that white has a good position. That's
of course.
what happens.
So which?
Daami F5 on ollut... Mä luulin tässä vaiheessa, tämä daami F5 tässä vaiheessa olisi ollut hyvä myöskin, mutta... Okei. Palataan, katsotaan muita pelejä myöskin.
No.
Tuo näyttää voittavan kyllä.
Vaikuttaa. Okei, tämä oli mielenkiintoinen tässä vaiheessa. Palaan,
Joo,
mitä me äsken katseltiin, oli joku tämmöinen asema. Okei, tuo oli yksi vaihtoehto. E3 oli toinen. Okei, mutta tuo on järkevää. Okei, mutta valkoilla täytyy olla. Okei, ratsuikalta pääsee enää tuon D5 tietysti, mutta vaikuttaa hyvältä joka tapauksessa. Okei, tässä on vielä tähtävää. Do you remember we were looking?
Yes, is he looks a little happier now?
Yeah, I think black is somehow we're looking at this situation here.
Yeah.
I didn't like this bringing the knight back from that nice position, but okay. There's some ideas, there's some merits. Okay.
Well, I'm not sure about that immediate exchange of queens. I think we probably have to bring the rooks in first and pressurise them. And there was a point where rook d7 was playable, I think would have driven.
What about knight c7 here? Is that out of the question?
But yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Torva has about 12 minutes left and his opponent has about 3 minutes left. So.
No, the other way around.
Oh, sorry, the other way around. Sorry, 33 minutes. I wasn't reading straight.
Yeah.
Although this, wait a minute, the position I'm thinking of is after the exchange of queens.
Okay.
Yeah, he may have saved it.
Yeah, I think that's well. Okay, is bishop to e7 forced to protect the pawn?
I mean, this is dropping the c pawn. Remember, you have to start by asking what happens if rook takes c5.
No, it's black's move. Bishop to e7 is forced here to protect the c pawn. Bishop e7 is forced to protect the c pawn.
So it seems. Well, there is the question of whether you want to.
Yeah, I think black now somehow managed to save the
If you want to interject d5, but that's going to be the same problem. The knight will find a way. The knight will find a way around to e4, and you're still in trouble.
Yeah, I think you want to keep that tension there because you don't have to. You're not forced to do anything. In fact, bishop e7 frees up the rook to maybe swing over somehow. I don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Because white doesn't have an active. Sorry, the rook cannot move because then you
Yes, because d5 is on pre, but the
but you
but
can
I
play
understand the
d4.
point.
But is it rook bishop e7 force? No, it's
You have to look at what are the alternative endgames. If the minor pieces are removed, white has a slightly better rook and pawn endgame.
slightly.
If the rooks are removed, white has a substantially better minor piece endgame.
Yep.
So how is white?
Okay, but wait,
Engineering
actually, I
exchange
think we
pawns.
have to ask this question. Can anybody exchange the pawns at any point?
If black is silly enough to take on c4, he's going to do it very quickly.
Can't do that yet. But white should not either take on d5.
And it's probably also not a good idea to advance. So, as you said, you've got to keep the tension. But while you keep the tension, you've got to protect that d5 square. So white still looks better.
Well, okay, bishop e7 is almost forced. And then you bring the king up to f6 somehow.
Where do you bring that? Sorry, you mean black king?
Black king, yes, white king, unfortunately, is now in a funny position. You can't really get
White king
anywhere.
is where it needs to be in the event of some resolution of the centre.
I don't like this exchange of queen idea here.
As a problem is just for white to know how to make progress.
But why do white exchange queens? It might be true that most endgames favor white.
I wonder, what's wrong with rook d7 in this position?
Rook d7.
Doesn't it just drive black further back?
And has two unprotected pawns, the d6 and e6.
Yeah. Doesn't black just wind up going backwards here forever? But the bishop f8 or something, haven't you? How do you protect that?
Good point. Good question.
You can exchange the rooks, but then the queen is getting in.
No, but then we still have two weak pawns on d6 and e6.
Exactly.
It's not a bad idea. Rook to d7 here. No, niin d7 tässä vaiheessa. No tuo vaikuttaa huonolta Downing vaihto kuitenkin. täytyy löytää paremman tässä vaiheessa.
I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Mutta tossakin niin toi daami C7 vaikuttaa kyllä aika
Yeah, so
pirullaan.
there's got to be an exchange there, and then you have
Mun
the problem.
mielestä.
Joo, aikaisemmin.
No nyt
Mun mielestä
vielä.
tässä vaiheessa Daamissa 7 oli sulta ehkä myöskin.
Joo.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mutta okei.
Mutta siis tässäkin vielä daami C7, aika mennä
Tässä
nyt,
vaiheessa.
niin siinä daami C7.
Yeah.
Se sitoo aika pahasti
Yes,
sen.
yes, exactly.
Mutta tori D7 myöskin vaikuttaa hyvältä. No se on vaikka suoraan, se on pakko vaihtaa, eikö se ole? It forces exchange of rook D7, does it?
I think it probably does.
And then you have two weak
And
pawns.
then there's a queen in there on a very good square.
And
There's
you have
looking
two
at
weak
two
points.
weaknesses. You're winding up thinking, how do I protect everything?
And then you just get your
You
knight
probably
over
wind
D.
up having to play bishop F8, and then it's looking nasty.
No, then you bring your knight F1, D2, E4 to attack the D6 pawn. That's
Yeah.
what you do this. Yeah, I think that looks very logical. I didn't
My guess is that black regroups with bishop F8 and queen E7 and drives the white queen out. But
But
the
still.
but the queen stays in that region, probably goes to B8.
Mm.
Black will never get play. White will try to bring the knight back round to E4.
Toisaalta kyllä tuo daami F3kin varmaan vähän
Difficult.
edullinen, että se on
White
turvallisempi
can't
sinä
lose.
sitä
White can't lose.
vastahyökkäyksiä.
You
Yeah.
can just probe around and see if there's a win.
Mutta tämä vaikuttaa, se haluaisin päästä loppuun liian nopeasti ennen se sai sen. If you try to get the endgame.
But I was looking for the end game with the queens off, thinking
Yeah.
that his rook is active and he doesn't want to exchange it.
But no, it's not so pure.
Yeah, but it's
Bishop E7 is
It's
an
hard to
enforce.
say whether passive defence won't just be enough here because the pawns aren't disrupted in any way.
No onhan valkea aktiivisempi.
Bishop
Kun tuo kunkku.
Bishop E7 is going to be
Well,
played and then
well, the problem is that both the bishop and the rook are
tied
forced
down
to
to
defend.
defending pawns. But that's what I meant, passive defence. So the question is, when you've got your opponent into passive defence, do you have any way to increase the pressure?
No, tasapelit.
How do you get the knight into play?
I mean, I might be then thinking in terms of H3, G4 to see if I can soften up the pawn structure and find a way in for the king. I don't know.
But that's not even clear that works. But
Well, no, but if black winds up having to play G5, H4 and G5, that bishop is dead forever. So, so this is all worth thinking
This game
about.
is going to last for a long time.
In the worst analysis, you might wind up in a position where white can simply walk the king all the way around from via F1 to the queen's side to win a c-pawn,
But
or the d-pawn.
But the only tricky thing with that is that the need to the rook can sometimes swing over with the check move for need to, and so.
Well, yes, so you time it correctly.
Yeah, but it's not so
And
clear.
you
That's
decide
possible.
where you-
But my point is, it's not so
Decide
clear.
where
That's
you're
possible.
going to put your knight and everything.
Yeah. But this is going to be a long game. This is going to take a while. Let's swing through the games very quickly.
Now, what's going on here?
Well,
Everybody seems to have
let me try to take it back to a position that.
Joo, me vähän taakse.
Aloitan.
Siihen,
Mitä
mitä,
me nähtiin?
mitä katsottiin viimeksi.
Please. Niin, tätä ikään. We're looking at this. Remember we had some tactics here. Okay. And now here. This is where I
This
last
was the
saw.
critical position we were looking
Okay.
at.
Lähdin tuohon. Okei. Me katsottiin vaan, että ratsu lyö
And you took
ekoon.
back the ball.
Ratsu lyö ekoon. Mitä me katsottiin, mutta
Joo, mutta se on
torin.
So he took that with the rook, and
nyt.
and then he played bishop g5,
Mhm.
and then he doubled on the e file, was it, if I remember correctly?
Well, now it's...
He played rook f8, I think. No, sorry.
Mutta mikä on tämän idea?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I think there are lots of threats against g3, and with no, threats starting with no g3 check, and
There. Maybe there's some back row threats. Okay, maybe there's some back row threats.
threats of the bishop, rook
On
takes bishop as
F1.
well.
On F1, maybe there's
Yeah.
mate threats. Okay.
So-
Wow, this is complicated also. Okay, wow. Material imbalance. Can we say material imbalance? Everybody all together now.
There are two pieces for a rook, but
Double point, yeah.
well, the double pawns may now start to matter, but Miguel's obviously seen something here, because otherwise he's just let his opponent out of the box.
Well, there's no, it doesn't quite work. I was going to say H5 with the bishop.
What's wrong with D4?
Sorry, G4?
G4 is a good question.
Yeah.
Where does the bishop go?
That's-
Does it go anywhere? Well, if bishop takes D5 looks pretty strong.
No, but this one, oh, it doesn't work.
Bishop takes D5 looks very strong.
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Yeah, okay.
so, Pat, did you get the answer to your question?
Okay, I see what's wrong. So maybe queen needs to move.
No.
needs to take.
Actually, here's a good one. Rook F5, because it does two things. It, of course, protects D5, but it also protects G5. And so then you can play H5. So rook F5 maybe seems like a reasonable, logical move.
Rook F4 or 5?
F5.
5.
Because it protects
Yes.
D5, it protects G5,
Yeah.
preparing H5.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe somehow. Yeah.
Alright, the obvious cheapo is bishop G4, but I don't believe it.
Somehow it looks a little.
Well, I will check on it. Here's rook.
Maybe, yeah, or
Oh.
maybe simply
Just
king,
check on
king
the,
D7.
just check on the back row. Rook E1 check and mates.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it does.
Rook takes.
Rook, yeah, but rook, yeah, so you take the queen check, and then the next move is rook F1 mate. So much for that.
Oh yes.
Yes. So
Oh.
so much for that idea.
Yes, of course. You can't take it with the bishop. Yeah. You can't take. Yeah, you can play bishop.
You can't play bishop G4
G4,
because
yes.
it's pinned to mate.
Right. So G4 looks
So
very
your
harsh.
rook F5 looks possible. And
No, we were looking at G4, I thought.
oh no, well in that case bishop takes G5. Where pins the queen. Bishop takes D5, pins the queen.
Oh yes.
And there's no
So
mate.
king G7 now.
Here's a thought. No pin anymore. And if the bishop moves, then it's made on the back. That's a good idea.
No,
King
that's
G7.
It's not made back, it's because I've D1 the whole time.
Yeah, but like we keep saying, if the queen's
Joo,
not pinned,
kuningas G7.
you're going to check on E1.
I think.
Take the
Okay,
rook
so
or
sorry.
and mate on.
So king. So what's
Well,
the
let's
suggestion?
King G7.
Now.
Kuningas
No.
G7.
Sorry, I heard. I misheard. I heard the continuation G4 bishop takes it. So
King
No,
I'm-
no,
G7.
But now,
King
now
G7.
king-
Then he prepares for everything.
It looks playable. It's
The future problems have been solved, maybe.
Well, you get rid of the pin.
Yeah.
And so what happens if the bishop takes?
Torni D3 tulee sitten, jos lähetti D5.
well,
Okei,
the
7 lähetti D5, torni
the
D3.
obvious idea would be queen takes D5 then.
Yeah, or rook
Good time,
takes
man.
D3.
Sorry, king G7. What happens if the bishop takes on D5?
So rook takes D3.
D3.
Yeah.
And we take the queen.
Then mate in on D1.
No, queen takes. What are we talking about here?
Yes, sorry.
Ah,
Yes. It's not so simple, yes.
Well, that doesn't work anyways. The threat is that bishop takes on D5. I don't know.
Something else. But G,
But yeah, first take the
yes.
the
I think-
bishop,
Queen
and then
takes
take
D5
the knight.
fails to an exchange of queens followed by rook takes D3, and then mate is threatened. Oops.
Also pelipäätös. Hei.
No.
Miksei tullut loppuja siirtää?
Aivan. Koska me olimme analysoimassa toi
Ei, mutta itse asiassa ne ei ole tullut. Miksi ei tullut? Kysymys on täällä.
Laita kuninkaita siihen keskelle.
Laitettiin kuinka keskelle.
Mä huomaan.
Päättyy tasaksi tässä vaiheessa, missä vaiheessa. Tai,
Mikä oli lopputulos?
sorry.
Mä voin.
Ja totta kai.
Ei se niin se.
Ei se ollut tiukkaus, mutta mä kadun sitä. Keksin jotain houkko sinne.
I didn't think that. All right, let's go to another game.
Ei teillä ollut tietysti mukana